4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, this is Ranchin here, Big Suck of Commentary. This is going to be the first set in round of 16 between Jaedong and Godzilla. Something like that. I can't emulate that sound that Godzilla make. It's impossible. This is going to be Fighting Spirit. Jaedong representing Lakecaf in blue. Yeah. Blue highly superior to red. Some people would disagree. Anyway, Jaedong at the upper right-hand position as the yellow Zerg, at the bottom right-hand position as the brown protoss. We're going to have Cal. Probably one of my favorite matchups to watch. And not matchups, I mean Zerg versus Protoss. I mean Jaedong versus Cal. One of my favorite matchups to watch. One of my favorite face-offs. Wouldn't call these guys rivals, but they got a lot of history. Cal, of course, being the victim of Jaedong's first ever MSL win way back when. In the GOM TV Season 4 MSL, gonna go for a Forge Fast expansion. Starts off, these are for 4-player maps, so we're probably going to see Jaedong go for a 12 hatch. No need to be early aggressive here because it's going to take a while to find your Protoss opponents, so your early pressure might just not do much at all for you. But yeah, they went through the last Pro League season with Cal beating Jaedong a lot, and Jaedong being kind of frustrated with him, but eventually got his revenge, and in the Nate MSL, I believe it was, in the semifinals, played against Cal, 3-0'd him, where in the third set, Cal went for like 20 cannons out of his natural expansion. It was insane. But no matter what happens, no matter who wins, whether it's a walkover by Jaedong or Cal puts up a valiant fight and ends up winning, whatever, it's always very, very awesome stuff. You just activated my trap card. Why are we bringing Yu-Gi-Oh! Into StarCraft Brood War? My god. Now we're going to have like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi, rather, you know, like his alternate persona coming in there. It's time to duel! Oh, something like that. Go watch that intro. It's insane. But honestly, when I think about it, I love that show. Not so much the actual game, but I love the show. So yeah, time to stop going off topic, Ranchin. Everybody's forcing me with some random off-topic crap. Looks like Cal's going to go, getting that scout inside, going to go Nexus before he puts down any cannons. Knows he's going to be safe for that. The Sunken Colony is on the way, and meanwhile, Jaedong, and of course, being psychic as he is, did send his overload in the right direction, so he's in that natural going, I see what you're going, but you cannot fool me. Meanwhile, now, yeah, we do see the Nexus coming down. Cal going to try to be a little bit annoying with his probe, forcing a few drones off a little bit. Going to try to go there and deny. He actually has 2 probes out there. One going to try to deny that third at that 12. And doing a decent job of it. Jaedong actually engaging. Is the drone going to go down? Oh, they both go down at the same time. Probe and drone go down at exactly the same time. That was awesome. But actually much bigger blow to Jaedong than to Cal. Sure, Cal losing that probe, but probe comes out of there being all happy with itself, pulling 2 probes, taking the risk to try to do some damage, coming out very nicely, delaying that third hatchery quite a bit. Actually not putting down a single cannon at the front, going down just with a gateway. So he's hoping to blockade himself in. Wondering is actually going to put at least 1 cannon out there. Does do so to blockade his entrance a little bit, but very safe for him overall. Going to get his probes back. Oh, man. Nice play from him here. Jaedong with only a couple of Zerglings out there. Trying to assassinate that probe, which is still inside, getting the scout, spotting everything out. Knows that Jaedong was like he went for the 12 o'clock position yet again. Trying to wait for that lair to come up. Of course, ideally you want your probe to stay alive all the way until after the lair pops up and try to spot the post-lair attack, but it's so hard to do because at that point your opponent will have a lot of units out there, so it's extremely hard to do that. But at the very least, you want to see the lair. You want to see what the lair pops up. It's just going to give you the additional scout information, because if the lair comes up in the natural expo, you're going to know, okay, the natural expansion of this location is going to be a little bit harder to take down, so maybe I want to go out and focus on other locations instead, like maybe the 12 o'clock position. The lair, meanwhile, is going down at the natural, so that's exactly the kind of information that Cal needed. He's going to know, right, this location is going to be a little bit hard to attack. Also moving out with a probe, going to spot that 12 o'clock position, know that there's the vulnerable target I might want to go for. Probably going to be seeing some heavy SimCity from Jaedong at the natural expo, some maybe hydrated additional hatcheries, sunken colonies. You know, we're going to see whether Cal actually tries to go for the standard, try to go for a couple of DTs out there, try to do some harassment. Zerg players have a lot of counter that these days. So going for that Corsair into DT is going to be rather hard. Stargate is on the way, so we are going to be seeing some Corsairs to start off. Cal, a player that really enjoys his Corsair play, goes for heavy Corsairs, sometimes even just to go for heavy Corsairs. No Reavers, nothing like that, just heavy Corsairs to go and try to snipe some overlords, be annoying, and make the Zerg player be wary, and I really enjoy it in his style of play. Jaedong, meanwhile, getting a lot of Zerglings out there, and Cal looking a little bit vulnerable at the front. Only one single cannon, one single Zealot, and a Forge upgrade, but a lot of Zerglings. A control group here. Jaedong speed getting hit in. One Citadel of Doom being put up just to try to block in. A couple of Zealots going to be able to blockade that in, while two Zerglings going to get inside. Not nearly as bad as it could have been. One Zergling going to get picked off as he goes up the ramp, so he's going to get the scout in, but unfortunately for Cal, opening himself up a little bit, and the Zerg is going to be getting inside. Fangirl's going crazy. Photon cannon, the national expansion going to go down. Jaedong now has to micro like crazy. Is Cal going to be able to pull off his Zealots or not? He's not doing that. Could lose a lot of his probes. Now finally those Zealots coming off the line here. From the front, going to try to force those Zerglings back. Jaedong will continue pressing this bunch of Zerglings just streaming down, and Kel looking like he's in the second amount of trouble. He's already lost several probes, 4 or 5 at this point. Going to blockade his front with that Citadel probes and one single Zealot, so no more reinforcements come in, but those 3 Zerglings really done a huge amount of damage. Finally with that Photon cannon in there, I think the Zealot's actually going to go away. They know that they can entrust this Assault to one Photon cannon. Only one, okay, there we go. I thought it was only going to be one Corsair off that target. There we go, second Corsair coming in. Zerglings finally die. But still, some nice harassment for Jaedong. Cal has to go and make sure this pays off. Unfortunately, more Zerg is going to be able to break through. Going to try to attack the cannon, and that's rather than going up the ramp. 2 Zerg is going to be able to run up that, but that's not going to be enough. That cannon at the natural going to be a significant threat, but Cal has to be really careful here. Bunch of Zealots blocking all the entrances at this point, while his Corsair going to try to get one over. Going to be able to get one Overlord. Scourge might just catch him. One Scourge going to hit him. The second one probably going to get him just before he manages to escape. Their distances aren't too far, so Corsairs might barely manage to make it. There are some more Scourge trying to come in and trap him, but not in the best of locations. More Photon cannons being put in. So Cal's worried about even more of that, and also, of course, worried from tech switches. More Photon cannons being put in the natural. That Spire up there, so Cal being ready just in case tech switch should come up, because his Corsair number is rather small. So if Jaedong went for a heavy Muto tech switch, Cal would be in trouble. The Hydroden is out there, so we might not see that. Sipati to get me through this thing. That's so important. Have 3 Corsairs out there, so it's going to help out a little bit. But those Scourge are a constant threat to that. Has those Zealots out there working on his Temple Archives at the moment. So if you're going to try to go for DT at this point, well, that huge delay, definitely not something he wants to go for. Has speed, no weapons 1 yet on those Zealots, but so speed is going to help him engage those Zerglings. As soon as weapon 1 hits, maybe, Jaedong didn't quite get the timing of that, but as soon as weapon 1 hits, which should be any moment, he's going to be able to do significant damage against those Zerglings with those Zealots. There are 6 of them. They're all being spotted out, wondering when they're going to try to go for that 12 o'clock, but I do believe that that position is all very well guarded. No sunken colonies that I've seen from Jaedong. Doesn't have any single sunken colonies. Cal, meanwhile, adding in some more gateways. Zealot's going to go for this natural expo. Engaging. Do have weapons 1, so we're going to try to fight. No sunken colonies in this location. 5 Zealots still in there, so we're going to try to penetrate here. Going to try to do some counter damage. Other Hydras and Zerglings engaging them here, but he has a 5 Zealots here. Going to be able to do a lot of damage. As long as he micros this well, managed to survive. Drones being pulled off the line now as well. One more Zealot running into reinforce, but Jaedong doing a beautiful surround here. Nice drone micro to get a full-on surround there, trapping all those Zealots and picking them off. So Cal not looking very good to start things off, putting on more cannons at his natural expo. Very much in the danger of being busted there at the front by Hydras and Zerglings. So he has to be very careful to make sure he can defend that. 1 High Templar and some cannons is going to help him out. He has 4 Corsairs at this point. Has to go and do some hunting. Has to do every little delay he can. Has to do more economic damage. Has to keep those Corsairs alive, because right now he hasn't really done much damage. He's going to go inside the main now. Some Hydras following, but at the very least he might manage a couple of drones before those all get picked off. 1 drone going to go down. Is he going to get at least another one? Yes, going to get another one. Going to try to go for a 3rd as well, but now going for the gas drones. So much hard to pick off. Going to pick off 1 more drone. But still 3 drones for 2 Zealots, and he's still lost a lot of Zealots overall. Jaedong's still going to be able to replenish his economy fairly well, and he still has to get, Cal has to get something done with these Corsairs. He's going to fly him right across this 12 o'clock position, going to get shot all over the place by these Hydras. Not going to manage much there at all. Has a lot of High Templar here back at home. Also, DT moving out has most of his health away. There was an Overlord, of course, helping that to pick out. I don't think that DT is really going to be able to accomplish much at all unless it finds some forces across the middle with no Overlords hanging over them. But still don't think that DT is going to be overall too helpful. Cal staying on 2 bases. He can't really afford to expand now. Would be a little bit too risky. Try to hunker in right now. Add in additional photon cannons and some gateways, trying to get a decent force enough to go in there and be able to engage those. Hydras DT going to go across in the natural. Going to actually be able to bypass the Overlords. The 1 Overlord on top. Not even a single drone kill. Corsairs trying to pick those off, but not quite managed to do. But still managed to pick off a few Overlords despite speed. Jaedong, meanwhile, going to open himself up. Going to be able to